So I think a lot about I think a lot about whether or not people are actually good inherently. And I do not have the answer, but I do know this. People generally, no matter how much they post on Insta about inclusivity, how many rainbow flags they have on their bio, how much they preach inclusivity, inclusion, mental health, all of that. Bro, people are very, very, very non welcoming of different. If you're a little bit different, if you act a little bit different, it's really, really hard to fit in. And the thing is that no matter how big you are, no matter how independent you are, you need to know how to fit in certain situations. For example, if you have a lot of female friends, or if you have a lot of female friends, that is a good thing because that means you know how to talk to women. You could be having romantic relationship with them but still call them friends. Still, that's still valid. Also, the likelihood of them setting you up with their friend if they think that you and their friend is good match is also higher for girls than guys. Girls would set you up with their friends. Guys, I don't think so. Or because not that guys don't really want to do that, it's more like guys generally don't really have a lot of female friends. And this is the reason why it's kind of necessary to fit in, because you want to not stay colleagues, you don't want to stay project partners, you want to take that shallow communication and just take it a little step deeper into more of a meaningful conversation, or more of a meaningful relationship where she might have just opened up a little bit, you open up a little bit. It's more meaningful that way. I find that to be very hard. Okay, I find being able to do that very hard. Because I didn't realize this, but even throughout the past and everything, there's this same repeat in nature that I try to make friends, I can't, and by the end, most people end up hating me or disliking me or having strong emotions that is not positive towards me. And I don't really try to do that. It's more like I'm bad at picking up social cues or knowing these unwritten social laws. Lately, I've been trying to make a lot of female friends because I don't have female friends. I would like to have more meaningful connections with women in general. It doesn't have to be romantic. I'm just trying to make more female friends. And during this process, I'm realizing that there's a lot of things that you have to think about when dealing with girls, and I cannot do that. That's why, unfortunately, a lot of the times when I'm talking or trying to be friends with a girl, even though it's non-romantic intention, it just, I don't know, like most of the times it just ends up making the other person feel uncomfortable because of my lack of aptitude in picking up what she might be thinking, what is okay to say, what is an okay invitation, what is the okay attitude towards somebody, what is an okay level of showing interest, what is an okay level of showing that, hey, I admire you. These just are really hard for me to actually understand, which is making my life very hard, let's say. And one way to solve it is, well, I think there's multiple. One of the ways to solve it is asking girls about these unspoken rules of interacting with girls. Let's be honest, I do not want to have female friends. There's way more better friendships that happen with guys. But I want to have more female friends for the benefit of my romantic life, because when you have more female friends, they set you up with their friends. And usually when people set you up with somebody that they know, you end up in a place of a more power, and there's a lot of validation that's going out for you, which looks really good when the other girl that you're being set up with is seeing. So that's why I want to have female friends. And that's why I'm trying to learn. So what I'm trying to do right now is having one or two girls that I kind of open up about this issue that I'm having and asking them about their feedback. Since they're women, they would know, because guys know the best about picking up girls in a way of like romance, in a way of pickup, in a way of dating. But girls, they are not really good at dating advices, but they are very good at telling you what is okay and what is not in social situations involving other girls. And that's what I've been doing, and I got some good insights from this one friend of mine. This girl that I'm referring to, she's nicer than I thought. She's a nicer person than I thought, because she's more thoughtful. I have never ever opened up to anybody to be getting eventually invited just because the other person thinks that they want to help me go through this hard time. This is why sometimes I like having female friends, because the ones that they care about you, the ones that are not completely piece of shit, they're very, very nice to you, and they're good addition to your life. Does not matter if you're dating them or not, just having them in your social group, it's just a good thing. And I've noticed this especially with girls. They just have a good healing energy. Also, one of the other things I'm doing to get rid of this problem that I have, where I don't really know what is okay to say and what is not, and ultimately make girls feel uneasy and uncomfortable, is just not talking to that many girls. Like, bro, I don't need girls. Girls in general just don't really have that much to offer when you're not thinking of dating them. Okay, there are some girls that are really, really high quality, yes, but they don't give a shit about how you're acting, because they themselves are weird. So, two things. One, stop trying to make so many female friends. Two, find girls that are willing to help you. Read situations in terms of other girls send you interactions, because once you know how to not be making girls uncomfortable in a friendly way, I am guessing that you would automatically understand how to not make girls feel uncomfortable in a romantic way, in a more sexual way. But hey, also the thing is that I've realized that all the girls that I want sexually, or all the girls that I want in a romantic way, half of them go really well, where they don't really feel uncomfortable. Actually, half of them say that they feel really, really comfortable with me, and half just reject me. So it doesn't even get to the point. There's like a small percentage that actually feel uncomfortable and creepy or stuff like that, but that's just because I'm very upfront about what I want, and most of the times it's been relationship, and they just got intimidated. So basically that's it. But it just feels weird because I'm not trying to be creepy, and I'm sure a lot of guys that get this title called creepy guys, I am 100% sure that they also have the similar problem to me, where they're not really bad people. It's just good intention interpreted as bad. Like all of these girls that I got into trouble for, or got into um or had to be called out separately and be discussing about all of this, are the girls I was not even trying to romantically hit on, bro. I was not even trying to do that with them. Like most of the times, it happens like so much more often than I can remember. It happens every time I'm trying to make a female friend. It always happens like that, because me, the way I am, I want to make female friends. I know that not every one of them would become friends, so I try to make 10 new female friends, and I know for a fact that at least 10% success rate would happen. But also, since I try to work with such a big number of people, if I'm doing this one thing bad, that one thing is being done with all these other people. So all these other people are getting the same impression of me, which are a lot of the times bad. And it makes me feel bad because nobody really likes to think or know that other people find them creepy. Nobody likes to know that, especially when you know that your intention was nothing like that. Like, okay, if a girl calls me creepy and I had a romantic or sexual intention with her, that's fine. I don't feel that bad. I just feel like, okay, how could I do this better? But when there's romantic interactions that are still getting this uneasy, uncomfortable, creepy type of vibe, then it just feels like I'm against the wall. Like there's nothing that I can see at the front. It's just the wall. To me, I cannot see anything that I could be doing. That's the problem that lately I've been having. And this is news ever since I became happy, because now I have more confidence to go and try to make female friends, and now is when I'm having a lot of these problems. Yeah.